is it possible to get back to that 100% love that you had for your spouse before they cheated, after they cheat is the question. So if you guys got something going on in your life and you want us to share it with Bert Show fam, hit us up at thebertshow.com and we'll read your email like this one.
Bert Show. My husband and I have been married for over a decade. I would say that for the most part, it has been a very happy marriage. There was definitely a year in the beginning where it seemed hard, but never to the point of giving up. We were young newlyweds and going through financial issues. I thought it was normal for that to seem like a difficult time period. However, from my perspective, we got past the difficult time period and we seemed stronger. A couple of years later, we had our twins, and he got a promotion at work that kept him away a lot more often. That was definitely exhausting and difficult, but I felt like we handled it well. I definitely felt more distant from him, but I assumed it was because we were both so busy and exhausted, as well as him traveling so much. We got past that, and the last 6 years have been great. I've always felt so proud and content with our marriage. That was until 2 weeks ago. My husband came to me and told me he needed to get something off his chest that has been bothering him for a long time. Said that he couldn't continue to keep this a secret and needed me to know. He admitted to me that he had an affair 7 years ago. Of course, this was the year that our twins were born.
Ooh.
And he was supposedly working all the time. Turns out, he was spending all this time with someone else. He had a lot of excuses as to why it happened. He also told me that he ended it after a few months and has never had any temptation to do it again. He swears he loves me, feels nothing but extreme regret for what happened. I'm trying really hard to figure out how am I supposed to feel about this. Just don't know. I don't want to throw away my marriage over something that has been long past. However, I just don't know if I can get over this or ever feel the same. I love to hear from anyone who has gone through this. Is it possible to feel the same love for your spouse after finding out they did this?
Ooh, this is good. If you guys want to be put on the voice disguiser, that's cool. 1-855-BERT Show. So let's not talk about like a present affair. What she's talking about is finding out about it. That happened years and years and years ago, right?
7 years ago.
7 years ago. And now struggling with the feelings of it now. To her, it probably feels like it just happened last week. I don't even know that the 7 years matters, right? But can you get back to that level of love and trust, even though it happened one time all those years ago?
It didn't happen one time. It happened for a couple of months.
Yeah, I guess a couple of yeah, it's under the umbrella of one affair.
One affair that lasted a couple of months.
1-855-BERT Show. Man, I don't know.
She asked, is it possible to feel the same love for your spouse after finding out they did this? Same love? No. This love has changed and this love has shifted. I suggest couples therapy. And even though this happened 7 years ago, it just happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Bert. Like, this just happened to you. So he's going to have some understanding that he did this 7 years ago. He's over it, past it. You were living it now.
Yeah, Cassie brought up this point last week that your brain doesn't know. Your brain doesn't know that. I mean, it does know that it happened 7 years ago, but the emotions and the way your brain is processing it is like it happened yesterday. So I don't know, but I would have the exact same questions. I'll tell you that. Hey, Layla, good morning. You are part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank you. What's up?
Honestly, if I were to find out that my husband cheated on me 7 years ago, and I just found out about it, I don't think I'd be able to have the same love for him. He didn't even tell me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know that it would be any different than him telling you that it happened a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I feel like, but 7 years. He hid that from you for 7 years.
Is it worse because this happened 7 years ago and he kind of kept this lie for 7 years?
Yeah, I feel like if he really did love me and he really regretted it, he would have told me immediately, you know?
Yeah, because now it kind of feels like he was doing it for him and his conscience, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, he totally was.
Yeah.
He said the regret was, he said, I have to get something off my chest. Mm-hmm. He did that for him.
Yeah.
He did not do that for you.
I would like to take this off of my chest and put it right on yours.
Yes,
100%.
exactly. Is what he did. At least he waited till she wasn't taking care of, newborn twins. That was kind.
Hey, Katie, good morning. We're going to put you on the voice disguiser here. What do you think?
Hey, I definitely think this is something that you can get over with. I personally have been through this situation, found out about 6 months, but not 7 years to the extent, but 6 months after it happened. I was the one that actually, if you remember the conversation before, that gave the ultimatum. So it was, I had a newborn at the time that he was doing an affair, but we're still together 6 years later.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being I am in the exact same love place I was with him before he cheated, and 1 being I hate his guts, where are you right now?
I would probably honestly say a 10.
A 10. Okay, so it's possible.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we were young together and we grew up.
Okay, I appreciate it. You and I are very different.
No way I'll be the same.
I don't think I got that gear.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.